boss up, nigga.
What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's
for
you.
being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. And welcome back to Wednesday's Facts Over Feelings live stream, where we kick the Mickey Ficky facts so we don't give a fucks about your feelings. You in here with the Bruce Wayne of this ish, the King of Kings, the King of Content, and the Speaker of Truth. Yours truly, the Notorious one, a.k.a. Mr. Coachellini, better known as the Prognosticator, Coach Stradamus. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy, but you can call me CGA, C God Allah, and I'll be the 14-time demonetized champion of YouTube. I got to put my hater blockers on. Hater blockers on. We got the hater blockers on. We got a great show for you today. Vivica A. Fox is going to prove what CGA told you. Women don't love you guys. They like the idea of you. And we're going to go ahead and play a clip from my appearance on the Fresh and Fit show circa 2021. All right, 4 years ago, where I was trying to warn you goof-ass ninjas that, yeah, some apex predators are out there. Let's go ahead and roll the clip and bowl the film. Here we go right here. Let's see. Here we go.
Let you know. This is how it works. They receive love. Women don't love you guys.
Right,
I'm just let you know.
Oh,
this is how it works.
Wrong
love,
clip.
We give love.
Where's the clip? All right, why is Vivica Fox showing over there? All right, that's my feed picture collection. That's not what I wanted to show you. All right, I'm showing you the wrong damn clip. Here it is right here. The fuck? All right, there it is right there. Here we go right here.
Women don't love you guys. I'm just let you know. This is how it works. They receive love. We give love. They don't return it back. They do us favors. And then guess what? They're off back shopping. They off back trying to have it all. They off back at their career. You're just there to just fill a little bit of time in the void. And then she's on to the next dude.
Oh, no. That dude bitter and hurt right there. That's a bitter and hurt guy right there. That's what they would say. All right, let me see if we can paste it in there and get it centered up a little bit.
Women don't
better.
love you guys.
There it is.
I'm just let you know. This is how it works. They receive love. We give love.
Yeah.
They don't return it back. They do us favors. And then guess what? They're off back shopping. They off back trying to have it all. They off back at their career. You're just there to just fill a little bit of time in the void. And then she's on to the next dude.
Oh, no. All right, just.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, but yes, sir. It's good to be right. It's always good to be right and being proven right there. And look at him, Merp. All right, he like Merp. Who is this guy? All right, they don't love you like that. Oh, my women like me, coach. My girl likes me. Okay, go ahead. All right, go with that shit. And then 3, 2, 1, and then it's over. All right. Anyway, we got that, and we got Kamala Harris's stepdaughter out here in her inner Millie Mouth Muskrat. All right, Millie Mouth Muskrat, Kamala Harris. Yes, man, we got to go ahead and show you that one right there. Yes, she's in her inner Muskrat. So anyway, to contribute to today's show, $, the Notorious CGA on the Cash App. Demo Coach Greg Adams TV. PayPal is PayPal.me/Coach Greg Adams, and that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. All right. All right, let me check if there's any contributors here. Okay. What do we got here? Is there anybody this early? Normally nobody else this early. All right, maybe I'll check just in case. All right, her inner Muskrat. She goes full Muskrat. Wait till you see Kamala Harris's stepdaughter going full Muskrat. All right, she ain't caring about it either. All right, well, her outer Muskrat is already out. She already looked like a Muskrat. All right, but, you know. Oh, man. Let me check the PayPal, and then we'll kick off the show. I think Maryland guy's in here. I had to go through 4 screens just to get here. All right. Oh, we got 2 people. Maryland guy says, hey, coach, great day for America today. No more men in women's sports. All right, well. I mean, I suppose that's a great day. I mean, it shouldn't even took all that, but I told you that was the women's fault. It wasn't my fault.
And it's all Jermaine's
That was
fault.
it. Hey,
It's always Jermaine's fault.
men in women's sports was women's fault all the way. Okay, it wasn't the men's fault. They were the ones that let that liberal bullshit and not standing on business put men in women's sports. That was women. You guys are phobic, transphobic, homophobic. We welcome all of our people in, and you guys are just phobics. And then guess what? Then the men was like, hey, we're all cool, right? Yep. So I'm going to be swimming against you tomorrow. And the bitches was like, huh? You going to be swimming against us? Yeah, I suppose. Okay, I'm open-minded. I'm not a phobic or a historism. I suppose you can swim against us tonight. Hey, ladies, right? We're open-minded. You can swim against us in the meet, and then all of a sudden, guess what? All right, then they swimming. Then they beating their ass in the race, and the ladies are like, this isn't fair, but if I say something, I'm an ist or an ism or a phobic. All right, can anybody else help us? Help us deal with this, okay? Because women are equal with men, but this is unfair. What happened to equality? What happened to men are equal to women? All right. Right? Women can do the same thing that men can do. All right. Except when a man is racing against you. Now all of a sudden, it's not fair. All right. This is not fair.
It's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
All right. That's why I said I'm out of it. If women want to get their head knocked off their shoulders by a man transitioning to a woman and they want to put themselves to be equal, all right, that's your dumb ass when you get out there and you get beat. Or you could have stopped this shit from the beginning by not calling me a phobic or an ist or an ism. I was just making common sense, and your dumb ass thought you were equal, and then you weren't. You found out the hard way. Equality is not real. So it's not a great day for me. They dug their own hole on that one. Pause. All right. Absolutely a disgrace. Let's see, we got another brother here. So I told you I was out of that conversation. No government name says that quote was Gambit from Deadpool and the Wolverine. Okay, hold on for a second. Let me see here. What quote was? You're saying a quote was from Gambit or who? Who? I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know what quote you're talking about. All right, so I'm going to have to hit you with
What that mean?
All right. Did you send it in another chat? I don't know what you're talking about, sir. All right, anyway. Well, that was at the end of the show. That was at the end of the show today. All right, but anyway, enough about that. I think we got a couple more people on Ko-Fi that I want to acknowledge. And is our brother here, Lindale House, is in the building. He says, just paying my taxes to the GOAT. New World Order in the building. Yes, indeed.
New World Order.
Appreciate you, Lindale. Eddie House. Dinero Tranquillo, coach. We also need bag tumblers, or I think you meant fumblers. Yes. Bag fumblers of the year. In December, Luka blew a big ass bag. Did he not resign with the Dallas Mavericks? All right. He lost something like $300 million. Let me see here. By not signing with the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, he sacrificed the record-breaking $345 million contract after stunning move to the Lakers in $100 million lost trade. Okay. He's going to lose out on the Supermax. Okay, damn. And he's also going to get increased income taxes in Los Angeles. The jaw-dropping amount of money Luka Doncic is losing. All right, god dang. All right, bag fumbled. All right, the biggest bag fumble I saw, there was a dude that fumbled a bag. It was, who was it? It was a guard from the Lakers. I want to say it was Dennis Schroeder. All right, he fumbled a bag. He was like, I'm worth all this. And then he was ending up playing in the, fumbled a bag. One of them ninjas fumbled a bag, but I love a fumble a bag like that. Man almighty. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see here. What do we got? Straggle and Sniggle Theater coming up. I got to reorganize my clips. All right, so here we go. Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Let's change the banner. And apparently Popeyes has been going feral And for an interesting reason, apparently they're teaming up with a brand liquor that is synonymous with ninjas. All right. I can't remember what it was. Was it the Henny? Was it E&J? Was it Crown Royal? Apparently Popeyes going in on the Negro population, man. That's where they're going to make their money. That's definitely where they're going to make their money. So let's take a look at it. It says, ain't no way these ninjas buying sections in Popeyes now. All right. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the world has gone mad here. Apparently here, this is Popeyes chicken and biscuits. We don't know where, but as you guys know, when you buy a section or you somewhere, expensive, you can have bottle service bring over a bottle or something and perform in front of you here. But apparently here, we don't know where this is. Name this city. Was it Don Julio? Yeah, it was Don Julio. All right, so Don Julio and Popeyes, yeah, the Negroes, I tell you, man, the plantation ain't never looked so terrible to me in the history of the world here. I know for sure if I pulled up to get me a 3-piece and a biscuit and some red beans and rice and the Negroes are out here doing this, I know I live in the wrong community right there. All right. And them girls are thick. All right. Them girls are super thick. But yeah, we popping bottles and buying sections in the Popeyes. Ooh, wait, look at them bottle service girl. It says chocolate chip biscuit. Oh man. All right. Man, hey man, the community is something else, man. When you figure out the community is on their own planet, they're on their own planet. Yo, whatever city this is, I wish I knew what city that was. All right, it's definitely somewhere where they got a lot of black people at. It said the CIA running victory laps at this point. New world order. In the month of February. Oh, no. All right. Yeah, it's bad out here. Yeah, it's bad. Don't think, we got this shit right out here. Oh, no. This is my quote right here. This is my quote. I always quote this. All right. Here we go right here. Listen to this, you youngins.
Chain wearing, fried chicken and biscuit eating, monkey ate baboon, big guy, fast running, high jumping, spear chucking, 360-degree basketball dunking, titsoon, spade, moulignon.
Oh.
Take your fucking pizza and go to fuck back to Africa.
Yeah, man, I tell you, your gold teeth, gold chain, fried chicken and biscuit eating, monkey ate baboon, spear chucking, something, 360-degree basketball dunking. Do the right thing in the building. That's what that looked like. All right. Goodness gracious. Fried chicken and biscuit eating monkey. Oh, my goodness. And don't blame me. Spike Lee wrote that shit. That was y'all pro-black. It wasn't me. All right. Spike Lee wrote that. You fucking moolie over here. Fucking moolies. All right. That's what he be saying over there. I actually just recently watched that movie. I don't know why. I was bored. I was like, I want to watch it. I think I was in Brazil and it was on Netflix. I was like, all right, I'll fucking watch it. Fuck it. All right, man, it's a Straggle and Sniggle day. All right, Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Let me see what we got here. We have an old lady, all right, trying to date the YNs. You know, they see CG out here. They see CGA out here with the JUCO folded up. Young women in their 20s like a love letter from the 2nd grade. All right. And they be like, we want to do that too. We can date young men too. All right. They're just using you. Them young girls don't want you. They're just using you for your money. All right. And all of this shit right here. Well, apparently one of these sisters tried to go out there and date her a YN. All right. They tried to date him. She tried to date a YN, but it didn't go so well. All right. Look at this. There's a sister with her wig on. There's a sister with her wig on, and there she is, ran through more times in the Holland Tunnel, so she's going to take and date her a YN. But unfortunately, she found out that, it's not going to work out the same. Apparently, right here, this woman posted, I'm not messing with no more YNs. So we out to eat, and he's sneaking, taking pictures of me, and accidentally sent me the screenshot he was trying to send his homeboy. Just slow. Did this ninja really call me Anita Baker and act like I'm a trick. Yes, you are. Baby, money talks, bullshit walks. You're going to have to trick, baby, if you want to be out here with these YNs, bruh. If I want to be out here folding up 21-year-olds, I'm going to have to pull the bunny out, all right? You're going to have to entertain these niggas. Haircut like Anita Baker, looked up and down, said, I'll take her. And let's see what the text thread said. Accidentally sent it. Man, I got Anita Baker about to cash out on me. You see that envelope? Oh, no, not the Anita Baker. And it says, keep me different, God. What is this? All right, out here trying to get that punani slayed by these young ninjas, smelling all musty and shit. All right, you got by these ninjas.
Gotcha, bitch.
Tricking ain't easy. Tricking ain't easy. You just a trick out here. He just gonna dig you out and take your little money. All right, and you ain't gonna see him. He just gonna come out. It's like, I know what it's like. I know what it's like. These young bitches come in here. They need some gas money. All right, come on and get your gas money. I know what time it is. All right, it ain't tricking if you got it. And it also, a fair exchange is not a robbery. All right, but you thought you had a YN that liked you, but he was just using you as practice, digging you out. Get to that. And she took her rent money out here to try to trick on these niggas. He gonna hit that a couple times and be done with Anita Baker. Oh, man, damn, you should have kept that to yourself because you could have had a good trick. You could have had you a good trick. Yep, then he gonna smash the daughter because the daughter gonna give up them guts too. Little Pookie's out here smashing Anita Bakers. All right, I guess that's it. Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Oh, no, that's some man's child support that he was paying her? Tricking on the YNs. All right. Yeah. All right, let me see what we got here. I got to close up some of these windows. All right, because I can't see the screen that I need to see. All right, shout out to Dinero Tranquillo. Shout out to Lindell Eddie House in the building. And we also got anybody else? Yes, we do. We got it is Coach Jan. He said, shout out to my uncle boy, rest in power. He was the first one to teach me, my cousin and your cousin, about women. To all the Filipino men, find counsel in your male elders in your lives before it's too late. Rest in peace to your uncle boy. Shout out to you, man. Yes, men. And he said, Filipino men specifically find counsel in your male elders, except for your Uncle Simps. All right. Your Uncle Simps are not to be fucked with, and they're not to be trusted. All right. All right. Simp Uncle Tio. All right. The Mexican uncle. He act like he real cool. He dress cool. You know what I mean? He act like he watches basketball and he be having chains and shit. Do not trust him. He a simp. He's a simp. All right. The simp Ranchero Poppy Tio. He's a simp too. All right, so watch out for your Uncle Simps, but rest in peace to your Uncle Boy for putting you up on game of how them Filipina chicks do. All right, them Filipina chicks be out here getting them.
What kind of fuck you give me?
Yeah, man. Did y'all hear Irv Gotti met the Undertaker? Man, shit ain't, hey. Yeah, he had a stroke, brain bleed. Hey, man, tomorrow ain't promised. Tomorrow's not promised. Men over 40 and 50, get your medical checkups. You know, this is always a reminder. Get your colonoscopies, see your physician. But a stroke, you know, I don't know what you can do. You know, but life does catch up to you, man. You know, hard living does catch up to you. Stress does catch up. Stress does catch up. So these are the killers, man. Killers of men, killers of blood. So you want to get to the point where, you know, I used to take my blood pressure every day, especially after doing my live stream. All right, but yeah. It's bad out here. And 50 was trolling them. Shit. And people ain't shit out here, boy. And here today, gone tomorrow. You'll be forgotten. You'll be forgotten. You'll just be a footnote in history. But Irv Gotti, for those that don't know, white people, this is a guy who ran Murder Inc. Records, Ja Rule, Ashanti. White people still don't know. He beat a Fed case. He was one of the very few people to beat a Fed case. He beat a Fed case and saved himself his freedom right there. All right. Somebody said he's still alive, but he's hanging on. All I could try to do is hold on. Living life up on the corner, slinging rocks and smoking weed. He's still alive? All right, man. He hanging on, man. All I could try to do is hold on. And nigga, you can find me hanging up on the corner and laid up in the cut, trying to get my motherfucking money right. My hammer right beside me. I really don't give a fuck if somebody gotta die tonight. That's Murder Inc. song right there. Living life up on the corner, slinging rocks and smoking weed. All right, he hanging on right there. He's not responsive. It was 5 hours ago, following a stroke and a blame. Hopefully he pulls through. Hopefully he pulls through. All right, but yeah, man. They said he was on the life support. They said he was on the life support right there. All right, so he had a stroke back in August. It looks like this is something that is continuing for him and his health. All right, for people that don't know, Irv Gotti, Murder Inc. All right, Ashanti, y'all don't know. This is Irv Gotti right there. He produced Jay-Z's first album. Yeah, he was, yes. All right, he produced the album that had damn, I can't remember the songs. Damn, I can't think of Dead Presidents. Oh, he passed away. We don't know what's going on. Rest in peace to Irv Gotti. All right, anyway. All right. It's tough. Reasonable Doubt. That's the one. Reasonable Doubt. He was the one. Yes, he was I think a producer of a Reasonable Doubt. Shout out to y'all. I think that's the one. It's Tad. Yeah. What a life, man. 54 years old, and hopefully he hangs on. Men, take care of your health. Health is wealth out here. That's the biggest one out here. Take care of your health. All right, what do we got here? Shout out to your boy and Uncle Boy. Rest in peace to him, too. Yeah, Can I Live? All right, I keep my one eye open like CBS. Can I live? Dun, dun, Can I Live? All right, yes, that was a great album. No Government Name says, how do you feel about the Las Vegas Mavericks? The new Mav owners are casino tycoons. The owners are souring the city of Dallas on the team with these trades to move the team to Vegas. Now, look, I predicted that move when they bought the team. Now, the funny thing is, they came out and said, no, we're going to keep the team in Vegas. I was like, what? Bruh, hell no, they're not. All right, they're not going to, they're going to keep the team in Dallas. I was like, they literally run Vegas. Now, they tried to go out there and it's like, no, we're going to build the best casino in Dallas. Now, they face all kind of tough, obstacles to build this casino. And they basically are doing a fire sale of the Dallas Mavericks, getting rid of all of their players so they can piss everybody off in Dallas. And when they pack up the truck, come to Las Vegas, nobody going to give a fuck. So they're going to use Vegas as leverage. They're going to see if they can get the casino. If they don't get the casino deal in Dallas and they're dragging their feet, they're going to go move to Vegas. I said that back in the day, and everybody was like, nah. They're going to stay in Dallas. And I was like, dude, there's going to be a team in Vegas. And yes, there's going to be a team in Vegas in the next 2 years. Probably 3 years. And I think they should go with an expansion team. But, of course, expansion teams are tough. Vegas need winners. Now, the owners are the Adelmans. Basically, they were the owners. But the family, let me see something here. The family is, they're part of the Ballou family, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Yeah, they own the Sand Casinos. They're descendants of the people who own the Sand Casinos. Let me see if the Maloofs are a part of that. If I'm not mistaken, they're also they own the Palms Resort. Well, the Maloofs own the Palms and Red Rock. I want to get it right here. I don't know if they're a part of the same family, but for some reason I thought they were part of the same family. I might be wrong. All right, I might be wrong on that one. But anyway, it's a female basically driving. Yeah, she was part of the family, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, but they have ties to Vegas. Mafia ties. New All right. All right, mafia ties. All right, and so their ties are completely to Las Vegas. So when they bought the team about a year or so ago, I was like, they're moving to Vegas. All right, no, it was like, no. I think all the pundits were like, no. And I was like, what are they going to build a casino in Dallas? I doubt it. So anyway, it's a woman pretty much running the show. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to move to Vegas. All right, but I don't know. I had no idea. But there's going to be a team in Vegas. We got our brother here. Oh, yeah. That's from earlier in the show. Yes, they are adults as well. All right, but, you know, I don't want to get into all that and get canceled. But yes, well, let me play the sound right here.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
There's that. Let's get on to this part of the show. I think it's an evil world we live in. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's an evil world we live in. Let's do it.
It's an evil world we live in.
Moving ahead in the evening show. It's an evil world we live in. We have this woman right here on one of these goofy podcasts, the Barstool podcast. You see these guys? They got a lot of goofballs over there. All right. And so we always have some goofy, you know, white girls like this just really chat my hide. All right. These women think they like God's get the earth. Right? They're not even delicious, gorgeous white women. They really just be pogs at the end of the day. But they got so much shit to say. All right. And people be jocking them, though. People be jocking them, smashing them. All right. Hitting that pig suey. And look at this. Look. I mean, if she didn't have that blonde hair, I mean, that's her saving grace. But dudes be going in on that one. As a matter of fact, let's give you some commentary because dudes be like, nah, coach, you tripping. Well, we're going to show you right now.
Do you ran into the right folks? What's your type? You like black, white?
I like white girls more better.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially the thick time.
That's what I'm talking about. Snow bunny.
Yeah. In other words, pog.
Pod. That's what I like. Yeah. Hey, say that bit again. Say it one more time, but say it slow.
Pog. P-A-W-G. Fat ass white girls.
That's what I'm talking about.
What you like, bro?
Yeah.
I like fat ass white girls, the thick time.
Ooh,
the curvy types.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
Okay.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. She's fall, fat ass white girl.
Fat ass white girl.
Shit, I got, but I know.
What I'm talking about.
He was proud of himself too. And he says the thick time. The thick time? All right, the thick time. All right, what does this pog have to say? All right, they'll just be like, Coach, that's not a pog. It is on my show. All right, here we go right here. Dating rules by this pog.
I don't know if you read it somewhere, but the thing you said the other day that you shouldn't date a guy at 23 to like 27 that has time for you.
Oh, I think I'm going to love this.
If a guy is like young 20s,
I'm going to love this.
And if he has time to take you on dates a few times a week,
say it, finish it.
Then he's not going anywhere in life.
Yes! I love it! If you have time for me, you are a loser. If you treat me well and you cut out time in your schedule for me, you're a fucking bum. You are going nowhere. Get out of here. I need the guy who won't even talk to me on the phone. Won't even text me back because he's so busy and rich.
You should be in the office, in your finance job, 24/7.
I love this. This is my favorite take ever and why you're all going to dissect.
I don't know if you...
He said, why y'all all going to die single. Yeah, look.
It's an evil world we live in.
And to tell you the truth, women feel like this. You know, it's a catch-22 because the more time you give them, the more time they're going to be like, you ain't got nothing else to do. All right. Yeah. My man said you can't win. Yeah, it is. You can't win. You can't win. There's a no win. I think always tell you, man, be indifferent, create distance, fill up your calendar of shit to do. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, many women will be very pleased to know that you're busy and they see you 2 or 3 times a week. 2 or 3 times a week. They will be fine with that because long term, they'll be fine with that because they'll be like, you're so busy and I just can't get a hold of you. And they'll eventually just get comfortable with it. Now, I'm not saying this is a good long-term strategy, but the reverse is actually detrimental to you. The more time you spend with them, say you meet a girl and you be like, oh, I got all this time. You can meet me Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You're going to burn out pretty quick. She's going to burn out. She's going to be arguing with you. She's going to be in her masculine. She's going to wonder why y'all just fucking on each other all day, why you don't never take her out, why you don't have enough money to do so. She's going to burn out on you. She's going to burn out. So she sees that as a red flag. It's better to just keep them and see them 2 or 3 days a week and keep them in your rotation. Right? The Bruce Wayne of this is. This is why I tell you I'm the Bruce Wayne of this issue. All right? They'll be happy to be that. Come over 2 times, 3 times a week. Now, that doesn't mean they're only messing with you. They'll have other things that they're doing. You guys got to remember, a lot of women have shit to do. They got to do their nails, right? They got to wash their hair. They got to go to the gym. They got to go to the yoga. They got to see their side nigga. They got to see Pookie. They got to mess with their ex-boyfriend. They got to sit around and think, do they need titty implants? Do they need a tummy tuck? They need to scroll their TikTok. They need to meet their girls for brunch. All right, they got a whole bunch of shit that they could be doing but sitting up under you getting fat. So if you initially meet a woman and you start spending way too much time with them, she's going to get in her masculine and be arguing with you. She's going to be shit testing you all the time. Yep, she got to shave. They got all their little shit that they want to do. All right, go around, bounce around. They go to Sephora and Ulta, go to Target. All right, this is all little shit that they do. All right, that shit is important to them. See their family, go see their little cousin, their little, their niece, their little niece, buy them a present. They got a lot of shit that they need to get done. Little micromanaging shit, little micro machine shit. So if you all of a sudden show up and you ain't got nothing to do, and then you sit up there and how come I can't see you? How come you don't slide through? Dude, she gonna dip on you. She gonna be like, what the fuck wrong with this loser? And then you ain't going nowhere. Every time you go, you hang out at the house. She's doing a dip. Dip. Yep, she got to get a massage and shit like that. So I know she sounds crazy, especially that Pog. She sounds super duper crazy saying what she says, but she does. There are some women that see that as a red flag. They're going to see that as a red flag. All right. They're like, why you ain't at work? Why you ain't hustling and scamming?
That has time for you?
Oh, I think I'm going to love this.
If a guy is like young 20s,
I'm gonna love this.
And if he has time to take you on dates a few times a week,
Say it, finish it.
Then he's not going anywhere in life.
Yeah, that is. I mean, yeah. That now remember, that doesn't mean she won't mess with you. That doesn't mean, therapy. She got to go to therapy. That doesn't mean she won't mess with you. You guys are assuming that, oh, I mess with girls all the time and now we don't do nothing. She will mess with you, but she's really practicing her monkey branching now. All right, she's still searching and looking. Most women will be I'm going to tell you, man, most women, believe it or not, in today's modern woman, in today's women that got shit to do, people are saying the meaningless shit. No, these are things that are somewhat meaningless to us, but these are things that we desire from them. We want them to have their nails done. We want them to look good. We want them to get self-care. We want them to have their mental health checked out. We want them to have their beauty. We want them to have healthy relationships and family. Like, we don't want a bum bitch. So these things that they're doing might not sound important to us, but they're important to her and her well-being because she's a social creature. But I'm going to tell you, most women will be fully comfortable having you in a rotation, seeing you 2 to 3 times in a week. You want them to be like, I want to see you more, as opposed to seeing them more. Nothing is going to blow your relationship up faster than seeing each other every day as soon as you meet. You're going to I'm going to just set the clock. 6 weeks. It's going to be cooked before y'all start arguing. You want to be able to look, if you're going to be out here, you want to be able to see her a couple times a week for a little bit of hours and say, hey, I got to wake up early. This and that. They'll respect that. They will have you in your rotation, though. They will have you in a rotation. But most guys you're so hell-bent to make sure your girl don't fuck on nobody else that you mate guard her. Shout out to the dating coaches. This is an example of mate guarding by wasting her time doing a whole lot of nothing. That's mate guarding. She could be doing something to improve her life, going to school, but you don't want the bitch to go to class so you can fuck on her. So you're in her rotation and she's in yours. But she's got a rotation of things that she's doing. As soon as you try to command too much time, she's going to dry the fuck up. And she's going to make you pay for that. So she's going to argue with you, shit test. She's going to do these things. So as much as crazy as that Pog is sounding, it actually pans out what she's saying. It actually pans out. Because when she meets you, she already has a rotation. Okay? But some women won't say that. Some women won't say that. All right? There's some women that'll see you once a week. They'll be like, that's enough. Once a week. And I'm like, you know, you in a rotation, bitch. All right, you don't ever think, all right, now, you know, sometimes they'll be like, well, you're the only one I'm fucking with. Okay, whatever. But anyway, it is a situation you can't win. Listen to me, young men.
You can't win.
Yep. Listen to me. Don't spend every day with your girl. That's a recipe for disaster. Or any woman for that matter. Your rotation bitch. Even the free pussy bitch. She come over in the free, she gonna give you free sex. Do not take that every day. Put her ass on dick ration. Okay, see her about 2 times a week, once a week. Have her fiending. Let me come through. And she'll come through and drive 45 minutes to an hour to get dick down for 20 minutes. Right? And she can't wait. Can't wait to see you. It's hump day. All right? She'll be ready. But you go see that free pussy girl every day, you're going to ruin your life and hers. You're going to knock her up. But yeah, they just be May guarding their girls. Right? Because as long as she in front of you, she ain't getting dick down by somebody else. Hey, all these women are getting dick down by somebody else. Or they have the ability to. So don't try to guard them and make guard them. It ain't going to help. Because what she's going to do is she's going to get mad that she can't get dick down by somebody else because you too busy watching her ass. Right? You too busy watching her. All right? And she's going to get frustrated and try to figure out how to give you the slip. All right? Yeah. How to give you the slip. All right? She's going to figure out how to slip and get around your ass and play games with you. And then you're going to be like, you can't go out of my sight. Give me your location, ass nigga. All right, this woman right here is the evil world we live in. And this woman says,
it's an evil world we live in.
5 things I'm tired of hearing as a chronically single 25-year-old. Here we go. We got another Muskrat here. Let's see what we got. Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see what this woman has to say. The 5 things she's tired of hearing.
I'm 25. I have been single for my entire life. Here are some of the things that if I hear one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. Starting off strong. It'll happen when you least expect it. Will it? Will it? Quite some time, actually, I have not expected it, and it still hasn't happened. Along those same lines, stop looking, and that's when you'll find it. Okay, I haven't been looking. And it's the not looking, I fear, that resulted in years of absolutely no contact with a man. This one, you're so lucky, or I wish that I had never dated so-and-so or never been in this relationship. I get where you're coming from, but there's that line in the Lumineers song that's like, it's better to feel pain than nothing at all. The opposite of love is indifference. Ow. Ow. Yes. You're right. It is. The opposite of love is indifference. Okay, and then don't rush it. Don't settle. Great. Yeah, I'm not. Clearly, I'm not. At some point, I realize 25 is still young, but at some point, I am going to be like, kind of got to start rushing things. I do have a biological clock. I would like kids someday. So that's not helping. I'm not settling. I'm not rushing. Obviously. And then the last thing is trying to set me up with any and everyone, you know, that is a single eligible bachelor. Hi, I'm 25.
Alice the Goon here has something to say. Shout out to this young lady right here. This is definitely a plain Jane. Mayonnaise. All right. Lots of mayonnaise here. And lots of potato salad and raisins. All right. This woman is a basic. You got to bring season to her house. All right. She's going to make you baked chicken with no season. She will not season that bitch. All right. But shout out to Miss Mayonnaise right here. She has something to say yeah, she's getting, you know, white women and women in general do at some particular point, they do get their feet put to sleep and they know it's time's up. That biological clock is ticking. All right. And they like, okay, because, you know, in this area, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, Boise, Idaho, women still do tend to still get married young. All right. Especially if they're Mormon. So that particular region of the country, it's not the same as, you know, Philadelphia, where women are like, I'm single and I'm going to be out here and be a CEO by 35. Those women in Boise don't do that. I mean, not all of them do that. You will still find women out here that are rush it 25 and they get a little bit. Yeah. As a matter of fact, my ex-wife that's how old she was. All right. She was ready to go. I'm ready to be a mom. All right. And that was when, you know, they ready to go. They ready to pack it in. in that region of the world, in that region of the country. So yeah, she's pensive here, but you know, she ain't got no game. She ain't got no game. She plain Jane. Like what? Like what? You boring. You look like Alice the Goon. You know, you're not going to get your pick. You better just get you a big old country boy. Get you a big old country boy. Get you a big old country boy. All right. Yeah. Let me do the 5 things real quick. I'm curious.
I have been single for my entire life. Here are some of the things that if I hear one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. Starting off strong. It'll happen when you least expect it.
All right. Yeah, these are all normie things. It'll happen when you least expect it. Serendipity. The guy will just pop up in your life, which could be true or false.
Will it? Will it? Quite some time, actually, I have not expected it, and it still hasn't happened.
Still a virgin. And boy, this woman will not give you the good blowjob if you marry her. She will give you a bad blowjob. Wifey. She got the stringy hair, plain Jane haircut. She won't give you a good blowjob.
Along those same lines, stop looking, and that's when you'll find it.
Yeah, you've heard that before. All right. She's going to pop into your life. If you ain't looking, she's going to pop in there and she's going to have you wrapped around your finger.
Okay. I haven't been looking. And it's the not looking, I fear, that resulted in years of absolutely no contact.
Yeah, women need to be proactive. All right. They need to be. Women live this fantasy that they're just going to walk around and do nothing and make no eye contact, never introduce themselves, don't smile to nobody, you know what I mean? Walk straight, look through dudes like this. Women think they are like NPCs and that the best dude just going to pop out like hi. And he's going to be the dream guy from the motherfucking Lifetime channel, movie channel. All right. That's how they think. Yep. Manifest and he's just going to pop up. They just walk around like NPCs, like he's going to notice me. And then all of a sudden the wrong dude comes up and be like, hi. And they're like, creeper. What do you want? It's not the guy. Oh, man. They live like that for a long time. The guy's going to find me. Out of all of the people in the world, he's going to just find you. Mayonnaise. Okay? Mayonnaise, this right here, he's going to find you and just sweep you off your feet. Yep, good luck.
With a man. This one, you're so lucky, or I wish that I had never dated so-and-so or never been in this relationship. I get where you're coming from, but there's that line in the Lumineers song that's like, it's better to feel pain than nothing at all. The opposite of love is indifference.
Look at it. Look, MERP. All right. Yep. The opposite of love is indifference. All right. They're learning. All right. They're learning.
Ow. Ow.
Yep. That fantasy going away.
You're right. It is. The opposite of love is indifference. Okay. And then don't rush it. Don't settle. Great. Yeah. I'm not. Clearly, I'm not.
And you still at home making biscuits for yourself, making cookies and pumpkin spice latte all by yourself, just at home, just drinking bottles of wine and shit like MERP, just waiting. And then y'all meet a guy and just be like, I don't chase. All right. He's going to chase me. No, he's not. Okay. Not today. He ain't. And tears, just gobbling up box wine and watercress and crackers. And summer sausage. All right. She just out there just having dog food for, yeah.
At some point, I realize 25 is still young, but at some point I am going to be like, kind of got to start rushing things. I do.
Yeah, dude, this woman has a short shelf life. By 35, she going to be a wreck. All right. When men say women hit the wall, this is a prime candidate of hitting the wall. Like this is white boy MGTOW woman. All right. This is definitely a Canadian. She up there near Canada. In Jackson Hole, Wyoming. White women like this got a short shelf life. Okay. Short shelf life. She gonna look a wreck by 35. And that's if she's healthy. If she's unhealthy, she gonna look 40 and 35. She ain't got no time to waste. Them eggs is screaming. Them eggs is screaming. All right. They going crazy. And everybody know I'm right. Everybody know I'm right.
I have a biological clock. I would like kids someday. So that's not helping.
And she wants 4 kids. All right. So that's what people don't realize. She wants 4 kids. She doesn't want one kid like you goddamn feminists. She wants 4 kids. So she's adding up. Okay, how many years pregnant do I have to be to have 4 kids? Well, it forms out to be about 7 years. You need about 7 or 8 years to pop out 4 kids. Right? I mean, you can shorten the window up, but that would be back to back to back to back. So she doesn't want 1 or 2 kids like you feminists. She wants a big brood, a family. She wants all of these towhead kids. Here's Connor. Here's Hunter. There's Kaylee. And there is Madison. She wants that. So, yeah, her clock is ticking, bruh. She need to pump out 5 kids in the Mormon area. So, yes, her clock is, it's never too late. You'll have time. That says these are feminists that say that, because feminists only have 1 kid and they divorce and, leave the man. Right? This woman wants a family, not no goddamn single mother bullshit. So she's like, man, I need an 8-year window to get knocked up, and I'm going to be out here scrambling and scraping for eggs by 32. So, yes, it's too fucking late. She's actually winding down.
I'm not settling. I'm not rushing. Obviously. And then the last thing is trying to set me up with any and everyone, that is a single eligible bachelor.
All right, that's going to be a recipe for disaster. Setting people up. Yeah, she doesn't want those guys. Dylan. Yep, Dylan. So she doesn't want anybody to set it up. She wants serendipity. All right, we got another woman out here, and she's fitting the same profile. This woman is apparently a Southern charm. I don't know what she is. I think she's a doctor, so a successful white woman. Let's see what she has to say. I see a lot of these type women in my age group. All right, they're successful. They're doctors. They have their own businesses, real estate. They do well for themselves. They got that part set up. What they don't have is the romantic partner. The consistent romantic partner, so they get frustrated. So this is an example of one of these type of women.
People are always shocked when I tell them I control a robot in spine surgery. And I'm like, excuse me, do I not look like somebody that would do that? I really do think I have to take Dr. Shaffrey's case, cover his T10 to pelvis, because they're worried about it.
When's the case? Thursday?
No,
Morning?
it's tomorrow. When I was 15 years old, I thought that I would have probably 3 kids by now. Because I grew up in Greenville, South Carolina. My family was very, very Southern. I did the whole cotillion thing, went to Debbie.
All right, why the music? I get it, man. I just hate the music. I understand. There you go right there. What did I just say? 3 kids. They want a brood. They don't want fucking 1 kid. All right, they want a whole family and shit so they can take pictures. There's 3 kids right there. So she wants 3 kids like her.
Not balls, but it wasn't for me. I just wanted to be a boss. I made close to 400, all said and done.
All right, $400,000 a year, and I believe her. Let's go ahead and say, she's not lying. All right, I know a lot of women that do this. All right, ish, $400,000 a year. That's probably closer to she probably made more like $250. All right, which is still great money. And dude, I know a lot of women like this. They can't keep a man. They can't keep a man to save their fucking life.
Okay, well, I'll be there in I don't know, give or take 10 minutes.
All right, sounds good.
Bye. I feel like I've finally become a very strong, independent Southern woman. I don't need a guy to have a house. And I don't even need a guy to have kids. I can do it all on my own. People are always shocked when I tell them
There you go right there. I don't need them to have a house. I don't need them to have kids. All right. What does she want? All right. She just wants the guy to be able to come into her life and then mesh with her world. That's what she would like. I'm independent. I got my own shit. I make great money. I got my own house. Yep. You know how many women I know like this in Newport Beach, in Las Vegas, at the Lifetime Fitness Equinox? There's a lot of successful women out here like this. All right. And they're eligible. They're single and they want to date. They out here dating. They're like, I got my own money. Don't worry about all that. I would like you to give me some things and maybe take me some things and pay for some things and be a gentleman. All right. But bruh, not many dudes are going for that the only dudes that are going for that type of woman are bum niggas. Bum niggas see that as a primary target. Bum niggas are like, I'll take that. I'll take it. But guess what? She don't want a bum. She don't want no bum ninjas. All right, she might let bum ninjas pipe here and there. All right, but this is not an attractive option for men. This is not an attractive option for men. Most men ain't going for that. Even a guy that's been married and divorced, he ain't taking that. A guy that's single, and then he just gonna pull up on her and mesh and move into her house and sleep in her fucking bed? Hell no. Nope. There ain't no way in the hell that's gonna happen. All right, so unfortunately, that these are not as attractive women as you, and these women be hella single. And they're like, I'm not gonna compete with 20-year-olds. And she ain't bad looking. That's a lot of sloppy yogurt. She's a good looking woman. She's decent. All right, but she's just too old. I mean, this is a woman I would keep in my rotation. Just in my rotation until, but I've had women like this in my rotation and they just press. They're trying to move the goddamn, they're trying to matriculate the ball down the field. And I'm like, bitch, you can only see me one day a week. Like, these are the type of women that can only see you one day a week. That's the only time they got. And plus, they got their rotation. So they're like, oh, I got to travel. I got to island hop. I got to go here. I got to go to a convention. I got to do this. I got to work late. I got to work on Saturdays. I got to open up the office. They literally can see your ass one day a week, and you literally got to be like, schedule that shit 5 days, 6 days in advance. And then something will come up. Oh, I got to cancel. You're going to see them like 1 or 2 times a week, maybe a month, 3 to 4 times. But what they'll do is they want to constantly be texting you, constantly be talking to you, constantly seeing what's going on, trying to tuck them in, doing FaceTime calls. And then they're like, oh, what's wrong? How come we can't have a relationship? You like, bitch, I see you literally 3 times a month. Maybe. All you going to do is get this Dilsnick in your bed. And I'm going to dip after I take a shower. I'm going to just dick you down and you're going to be back by yourself, curling them with your dog, drinking wine. All right, I know plenty of women like this. And yes, they are decent looking for their age. They go to the gym. They be out there on the fucking elliptical. They killing it financially. But not many dudes is finna wipe this up. Right here. Yep, she put you on the calendar. I can't do a Thursday. Can you do a Saturday? Can't do a Saturday. Can you do a Wednesday? You just penciling motherfuckers in. All right, I'll pencil you in. Bitch. Right? And then they're like, why don't you text me? And why don't you send me sexy pictures? And why don't you? This is the type of woman that will literally send you pictures every day. Her at the gym. She be at the gym. Then her at her fucking, her giving her speech at her job. Her at her work desk. Just constantly texting your ass. You like, this bitch, send me a selfie. Oh, bitch. And she's steadily getting digged down. She got plenty of dudes in her rotation. Don't ever trip. She got dudes in her rotations too. All right, so anyway, we got, it's the evil world we live in. We got this woman out here, Kamala Harris's stepdaughter. All right. Kamala Harris's stepdaughter. You guys know her as Ella Imhoff.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
All right, this would have been the first stepdaughter if Kamala Harris would have won. There she is right there. You guys know that is Doug Imhoff's daughter. They did put on a good act and tried to hide her quirkiness. All right. Okay. But she was hella quirky and they tried to hide it. But I told you back then when I pulled a picture up of her, I know women like this. I done went to school with a lot of these, you know who it is. And by the way, they're from my area where I went to high school. So I know this, all right? And I can see that, you know who fro coming a mile away.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say
and
that.
Boy, look at that neck. That is a monster neck right there. That's a giraffe neck right there. But they tried to hide her quirkiness and make her dress up. But then she tried to come out. And then she was wearing some weird shit, and they was like, oh, nigga, we got to hide her quirkiness and shit. All right, but, yeah, now that Kamala Harris lost, she done came all the way out the closet with her quirkiness. This is February 1st. All right, there she is right there, the Muskrat Supreme.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
What did I tell you about white girls, man? Or you know who it's just look, let me show you something. Their hair is very, very fair and thin. All right. Even if it's curly, it is the thinnest hair and it's like feather thin, right? Asian hair women are hella coarse. All right. And so I've been with a lot of women, and Latinas tend to be very heavy and curly. Black women is very, very coarse type hair as well. All right. But it doesn't move. You know, coarse Asians have coarse hair, but it moves. Black women have coarse hair, but it doesn't move. All right. And typically what'll happen is it's kinky and they'll just straighten it out. All right, they'll put a perm in their hair. But white women's hair is very, 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 very thin. Even though it's big and they put a lot of volume in it, voluminous. All right, it's very thin to the point where when they get in the shower, bruh. It is straight up Master Splinter time. All right, look at all that hair right there. That you know who is fro. Yeah, it's like poodle hair, right? And then when that shit get wet, Master Splinter, all right?
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
Master Splinter, all right? Right to the forehead. All it is a lemon head at that point. I mean, that's amazing for all that hair to be just collapsing on the skull. I can't find that Master Splinter picture to save my life. All right, if I did, I would show it. All right, but Master Splinter. Right into it. Muskrat Supreme. Now, here's the thing. And then they be trying to curl it. They be trying to do all kind of shit to it. All right, they got to plump it up, curl it, volume mousse. All right, all kind of shit to get that shit to be up right there. Try to curl it. White girls with straight hair, they be trying to curl that shit. They be spraying it, curling it, spraying it, curling it. As soon as they walk outside, all the curls gone. All right, that just like that.
I've flown my...
All right, white women spend all day trying to curl their hair. I need a curl. Curl, 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 curl. They got that little curler. Curl, spray, curl, spray, curl, spray. They walk outside straight, flat. I'm like, damn, you put in an hour in the bathroom for 5 minutes of curl. And they be mad as hell. I tried to curl it for you. I tried to curl it. All right, anyway. Shout out to the ladies. What is this, man? This is nuts right here. So she came out the closet with her quirkiness there. She hasn't done her eyebrows or anything. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is a natural woman. All right, this is a natural woman. Yes, this is Kamala Harris's stepdaughter right here.
Oh, the humanity.
All right, this is her right here with armpit hair. And you know she keeps it hairy down below. And look at them look at them that sloppy yogurt going on right here, bro. All right, yeah, this is definitely the Caucasoid mountain women. All right. Yeah, she keeps it hairy. So this is what you guys would have found out had they got elected. They would have tried to hide this. But now they ain't got to hide it no more. All right. And so she came out the closet. I'm coming out. All right. She came out the closet. Let's see what she's got to say here.
I started growing out my body hair around 6 years ago. It was never a conscious decision to go against the grain. It was more of a personal grooming choice, a laziness thing. What I did realize about having body hair is someone always has something to say about it, whether it's good or bad. There's something very shocking still about body hair. Most commonly I see, I bet you smell bad, or damn, that's dirty. Little did and do they know I'm as clean as a whistle and heavily moisturized thanks to fur oil. I've been using this heavily in my daily routine for as long as I've had body hair. It was the first brand that made me feel really accepted for the choices I made around my hair. I love that it's an all-in-one product that I can use on my hair, skin, and other personal areas without fear of irritation or the dreaded sticky post-oil application feeling. You can use my code ELLA20 for 20% off your first order.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah. I mean, this woman's definitely a out and out feminist, communist Marxist, all right, for sure. All right, this is not even hiding it, bro. She ain't even hiding it. And yeah. You know, she might be a Lily Lintlicker too. She got it going on. All right, but look at that. Like, that's what if you marry a woman like this is what she gonna look like. When you marry her, she pump out 2 kids. She ain't even gonna start trying. All right, she gonna be just walking around the house like this. Looking like Eleanor Roosevelt. This is what they really look like. That's why I always tell you, man, white women ain't be too pretty sometimes. All right, the makeup and the hair be fooling y'all. All right, they be up here looking like Master Splinter and Muskrats. 100%. Right? Looking like Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor Roosevelt. All right, yeah, that's Kamala Harris's stepdaughter, y'all. Kamala Harris's stepdaughter. Remember, she doesn't have kids. Okay. There was a video back in the day. Let me see here. Let me see here. To raise children. I wonder if I can find this video. This video has gone feral for a lot of reasons. And I might not be able to find it, but it's a great video. And it shows kind of young black women. I think it was in New York. And it was a guy interviewing them. And I used to show this clip all the time. All right, I don't have it on me right now. But basically they were saying, we don't need no man to raise. I don't want to take care of the man in my life. I don't want to take care of his needs. And so once we have the baby, he could go. Again, one baby, you feminists, you Marxists, you commies, you will have one baby and then dismiss the man. And then think this is the proper way to raise a family. You'll get one kid out of one man, one kid out of another man, one kid out of another man. You commie Marxists. All right, so this was apparently a follow-up of that video because it sounds like one of the women in the video. So this woman right here, this is the whole welfare queen type woman. It says right here, the man got 6 kids by 4 different women and he doesn't work. Yeah, the 1986 broadcast. Remember that one? And it was like 3 or 4 sisters. And I was like, I feel like I don't need them. I can raise them on my own. They got uncles and fathers. Remember that? Let me see if I can pull it up. Damn, I want to find it. I've done definitely a couple of clips on this one. All right, I won't be able to find it. Let me look on YouTube. Let's see here. Don't need no man. Don't need no man. All right, let me see if we can pull it up. What pops up? All right, yeah. It's going to be a tough find, but you guys know what clip I'm talking about. Anyway. The Vanishing Black Family. Okay, I think I found it. This might be it right here. All right, let me see. Yeah, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this is it.
Raise your hand if you're married.
There it is.
None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. 1. The rest of you who don't plan to get married, why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, and then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. I didn't have a father. My father wasn't in the home, so you know it really. Male figures are not substantially important in the family.
All right. So, you know, we know they're the second, third generation of women that were doing that. You know, now it's off the rails and people are trying to fix it. We need to bring back traditional relationships and we need to go back to courting. Nah, man, it's cooked. It's cooked. So we have this woman right here. I believe they did a follow-up on her, Clorinda and Darren. So let's go to the clip that I have. I believe that these 2 people are the people in the clip, which I believe she was one of the women talking. Okay, she was one of the women talking in this clip, possibly her.
Holding me down.
All right, I won't need a man holding me down, possibly her.
A lot of responsibility, and then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
All right, I think this is the woman. So let's go ahead and go forward. I might be wrong, but it looks like they did a follow-up and it didn't go well. So here we go.
One thing I do know about Timothy, that if he did have a job,
See you another blue moon.
I know he would take care of me and the children and the bills. But what's holding him back? Well, this is what he tells me all the time. He figured I'm gonna be with another guy, or I'm gonna slip away from him while he at work. That don't
All right, it might not be the same woman, but as you can see, 6 kids.
make no sense to me.
Don't you get mad sometimes?
I get mad a lot of times about financially support from Timothy.
What do you say to him?
I always said, ain't that hard to get a job. Go out there and look for a job, because I'm sick and tired of just laying back waiting for a welfare check. I said, this is not how I want to live the rest of my life. This is not the way I plan for my future to be.
All right. So, you know, I don't know if it's the same woman. All right. Because, you know, it could be on the follow-up, but apparently this woman or women like this were thinking like this.
A lot of responsibility. And then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
All right, you got that right there. All right, could be possible. And we got this. There they are out here. All right, so let's see how it's working out. All right, she's got problems. He ain't paying his bills. He's not taking care of anything. And yes, people are smashing these chicks. In the black community, in these poor communities, these women are getting plenty of dick. Plenty of dick. All right, getting smashed out and nutted in by losers and bums. So let's see how it worked out. She's sitting around waiting for a welfare check. Here we go.
Does it make you feel bad that you can't support your kids? Yes.
All right, so here's the guy that gets it for free. All right. Fucking Curtis Blow, $2 Curtis Blow right here. So here's the guy with 6 kids by 4 different women. As I said, niggas have no standards. They will smash the hell out of all of them. Dark skin, light skin, fat, ugly. They will put babies in all of these people. So there's Pookie. There's Mr. I get it for free, but he has 6 kids by 4 women, which one of them is waiting around for a welfare check. He says he can't get a job. He says he can't get a job. The white man won't give him a job, but he sure does have a smooth S-curl. His S-curl is popping. All right, S-curl is popping. All right, look at him. He got his little crustache. Okay, and he got his member-only shit on. He got his member-only jacket on. This nigga got some money somewhere. All right, he lined up and all that shit. Curtis Blow, $2 Curtis Blow out here.
How do they make it? Where do they get the money?
Well, the majority of them, their mother's on welfare, and welfare gives them the stipend for the month. So what I'm not doing, the government does.
What would happen if the government didn't?
This would be a big disaster, I guess.
Damn. Bruh. This is why the child support laws be fucking us over. Niggas like these guys. These guys right here. These were the guys that got us fucked up in the family court. I just want to let you guys know. It wasn't the women that ran down there to get the laws changed. It was these niggas. Niggas like this. Or what would happen if you can't support the kid and they didn't get the welfare check? Well, he looked like, I don't know. That would be a disaster. How they gonna eat? And he's still out there chasing hoes. You already know he out here chasing hoes. And these women be sleeping with these bums, letting them knock them up. This is why they was trying to make sure y'all niggas don't procreate. This is why they sent women to work. Okay? This is why. And we had a brother here. Somebody shout him out. I saw him on Pearl Davis. He's looks like he's either Middle Eastern or Indian. I'm not sure. He actually did a review video of me. He's a content creator in this space. And he said he used to work at the child support office. One of the things he said, and somebody, I want to give him credit so we can go give him credit. He says he used to work for child support services, so he knows what happened. He said one of the reasons why we have this strong and independent mindset with women is because they know you niggas wasn't going to take care of the kids. So they had to get the women off the government dole and give them jobs. So they then had to pivot and say, you women can make it on your own. You can have a career. You can get a degree. You can have a life. This started, ninjas like this started the strong and independent woman because they wasn't taking care of their kids. They wasn't taking care of their kids. They was just running around knocking up women. And women was let these bum niggas nut in them. And Margaret Sanger was like, All right, these niggas are eugenics. You can't let these women have 6 babies and live off the welfare. And all of these people came, they were Bamas before that too. All right, so they came and brought that Bama rule shit all the way up from North Carolina to New York, had social workers going crazy. And we was like, nah, we can't exterminate these ninjas, but what we can do is put crack up in there. We can tell the women go get a job and a career, all right, and all of that shit.
So I could focus on my career.
Yep. And so if the woman's at work, she ain't getting pregnant by this nigga. Now, some of them are. This is shy. I need to give them some credit. All right. Now, some of them are still doing this, but they're not doing it at the rate that they were doing it. All right. In New York City, in these big metropolitan areas, just tearing up. These niggas becoming criminals. Pookie spawn. Running around being gangbangers. This is Shy is the YouTuber's name. Let me give him some credit so y'all can go over there and check out his YouTube. But this is the brother here. All right, he got 1.95 subs. Let's get him to 2K subs. Let's get him to 2K subs right here, so we can hype him up. All right, this guy right here, he did an interview with Pearl Davis, which I reviewed. He said he worked for child support services, and he said the agenda to get black women to work was because it would limit the procreation, number one, and it would limit the welfare. So child support is just another form of welfare. All right, let me subscribe, talking shit. All right, let me subscribe. But it would limit the women being dependent on welfare. Oh, give them a career, give them something to work for too. And so this whole idea of this feminism thing, right? It stems from this. It stems from these boomers and this mindset of the Negro male going, oh, I don't know what I would do. She's getting support. She gets welfare. I can't get a job. Isn't this nuts? And he out there just running the streets saying he can't get a job. And the woman over there can't take care of the kids. They can't get no child support off of them. And she just goes to the welfare. This is nuts.
Because you can't give something that you don't have. In order to give, you got to have for yourself. You see, people out there watching will say, why didn't he think about that before he brought 6 kids into the world? Well, mother had a choice.
The mother had a choice. The mother had a choice. See, now, y'all going to find out this feminism thing, it wasn't just the women pushing this. Some of it was a response to this shit that we're about to hear. Well, the woman had a choice, which is true. She had a choice not to sleep with this bum nigga. But this is why they had to put the system and handcuff everybody else. This is why Gen X men and we wanted to get married. This is why the laws are why they are. It wasn't just these judges going, let's screw men over. Because these guys would go into court and say that right here. And they was like, oh, okay. Nah, nigga, put these niggas, give me his social security number. Put his W-2. We need to mark his ass. Take him for his child support. Throw him in jail. And these dudes will just run the street knocking up women. This is why the child support laws and the family court is the way it is. It's not just women and judges looking to screw over men and make them pay up. These guys right here got away with it. And we are now paying the price for guys like this. The women had no other choice but to go up to the social services and put these guys up here. And I showed you the lady there was a lady that in the 1980s, and it was the 80s or the 90s, from the Bill Clinton administration. She was a white woman. She went in there and changed all them family court laws to make sure you ninjas pay your fair share. So here we go right here.
She could have had an abortion, or she could have kept the child. She decided whether she wanted to have the child, so therefore, I guess it's not sweating her. I mean, it's not. You think it's her fault if she gets pregnant? Well, maybe maybe not. Like they say, mama baby, papa maybe.
Yeah. It wasn't Janet Reno. It was another woman. It wasn't Janet Reno. It was another woman. I can't remember her name, but I did a show on it. I've already talked about her. It wasn't Janet Reno. But look. Hey, what do I tell you about these dumb niggas, these dumb guys, these get it for free guys? These are the guys that say I get it for free. These are the guys that say I'm out here hitting. These are the guys that are saying I don't pay. These are the guys saying I be smashing these hoes. These are the guys. When I tell you these game ninjas and these ninjas that be out here just smashing these chicks, bruh, they are the dumbest ones. They're the ones fucking things up. And they think they're not. They just think he's short-term pussy. I'm getting pussy. I'm out here and I'm out here and I'm just doing nothing. A whole bunch of nothing. These bum ninjas. Yeah, they be calling me a trick. And you run around here with babies that you won't even take care of and you ain't even seen. Telling you lame. Telling you ain't got no game. I guess she could have just... Wow, bruh. Wowzers. And this ninja life probably turned into absolute shit. Like I told you, these game ninjas life, they losers. They're bums. They almost never have anything to show after years and years of chasing pussy. Years and years. They'll have nothing else showing for it. And then call you a trick in the process. Right? Look at this nigga. Look at like Eddie Murphy before he got money. He definitely looked like Eddie Murphy on Delirious. That's crazy, man.
Know what I mean?
Know what I mean? And there he is, bum ninja, and he with a girl, too.
One thing I do know about Timothy, that if he did have a job,
See you another blue moon.
I know he would take care of me and the children and the bills. But what's holding him back, well, this is what he tells me all the time. He figure I'm going to be with another guy, or I'm going to slip away from him while he at work.
What did I just tell you about maid guarding? I literally just told you this. CGA, man, undefeated, bruh. I'm undefeated. What did I just tell you? I just said when men get with women, they will literally give up their lives. They won't go to work. They'll spend every waking hour trying to be with that woman so he can maid guard her. So he figures if he goes to work, she's going to cheat on him, which is possibly true. So he doesn't want to get a job because the white man won't give him a job, because he's going to be at the white man's job and this woman's going to slip away. This bitch with the driest AC Green Jerry curl. The driest AC Green Jerry curl since AC Green. She's sitting there. He's so afraid to lose her. So he maid guards her and becomes a bum. I was just talking about this. And he think he's the cool kid in the room. That is nuts. He feels that if he leaves, I'm going to slip through his fingers. Yeah, they do cheat. He's probably right, but he a bum ninja. He's still a bum. He deserves to get cheated on. And she a bum too, all right? But the problem is these Bamas really wrecked New York City. They wrecked the social services, right? The social workers was working overtime for this Bama bullshit up in New York. I actually got videos showing you. I can show you. These social workers didn't know what to do with these people. They was like, what the fuck? Okay, what do we do? The migration from the South, Jim Crow South, into the cities, New York, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Milwaukee, Chicago, Detroit, all right, all of these cities, Indianapolis. The Negroes came from the South, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, brought that bullshit right to New York City. West Virginia, North Carolina, Virginia. They done came out of that and they showed up in New York City, started breeding like cockroaches. And then they like, this shit is out of control. Literally destroyed the city. They destroyed these cities in little less than 40 years. Little less than 40 years. Who thinks I'm lying? Who thinks I'm lying? Watch this. I'm going to show you right here. This is where you get white flight from. This is where you get white flight, because these people, white people used to live where these people live. Okay? White people, where these Negroes moved in, they had to build housing projects for them and be like, all right, we need to put them over here. And then they put the social workers, and white people got the fuck up out of there. Okay? And by 1950, this started happening in the 50s. Then you had the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, crack era, 90s, gangster rap, and then them cities were under motherfucking siege in little less than 40 years. But you guys don't realize this. You're like, oh, it was institutional racism and they didn't know what to do, and then they couldn't get us jobs. But what happened was You had bum niggas like that just breeding the whole Marcy projects. This is an absolute fact. Right here. Somebody said the other guys weren't doing the same. Gentlemen, please do not get offended by this message. This became a problem overnight in these cities. Please, guys. All right. They're just like, oh, they have poor people doing it too. Yes, the Italians and the motherfucking Irish, they were doing something similar. But they were a problem on themselves. But they were not prepared for this level of bum shit going on. This became a whole new level of bum shit. Let me show you something right here. I'm going to prove my point. All right, I'm going to prove my point here. This is from the documentary, How to Sell to the Negro. Let me see if we can pull this up. Is this the long clip? Oh, no, this is the short clip. This is a problem. This became a horrible problem to manage. All right, and it became so much so that these cities became destroyed, really overnight. I mean, you know, really over a 20-year period, but certainly by 40 years. So here we go right here. Here we go right here.
Populated areas, to the cities, where there are more stores. In another case, a drugstore located at a transfer point in a non-Negro neighborhood finds that its Negro customers total 25%. The trend is plain. The new Negro families today are moving into more populated areas, to the cities, where there are more stores, more buying opportunities. Since 1940, in San Francisco alone, the Negro market has increased by 89%.
Okay, so you guys want to always put it off back on white folks, but just take a look. These cities literally got a massive influx of African Americans, basically Bamas. An influx of Bamas, all right, that they were not ready for. They weren't ready for it. They were like, whoa. But people don't realize, like, when these people say they're from Baltimore, you're not from Baltimore, you're from Arkansas. All right, you're not from St. Louis, you're from Mississippi. All right, you're not from Los Angeles, you're from Georgia. You're not from Chicago. You motherfuckers are from Tennessee. Okay, so these people that you grew up with, no, I'm from St. Louis. I'm different. I'm from Oakland. You know, I'm from Oakland. Them Oakland niggas are plain Bamas. Right from Alabama. They still doing pimping and riding Cadillac doors and white wall tires. Bamas. All right, Bama, so much to the point where they have a video where the assimilated blacks did not want these Negroes to come in there. They were like, nah, man, don't let them come up in here. Don't let them come up in here. They're going to fuck shit up. All right, they're going to fuck up everything for us. We go to our schools. They're going to come in and fuck it up doing Bama shit. Okay, so, and niggas was still wearing Jerry curl in the mid-'80s. All right, and they was living in New York and Los Angeles, still wearing Jerry curls. Look at Ice Cube. Look at Snoop Dogg. Where's Snoop Dogg from? Mississippi. Ice Cube family is probably somewhere from the South. And that nigga Ice Cube was wearing a whole Jerry curl in 1989 and 90. So these were Bamas. These are country bumpkin Bamas that literally influxed into these cities. Take a look here. And it became a problem. All right, people want to deny it. It became very problematic for these cities. Right, these cities didn't know what to do with it. It was like, whoa. So they had to come up with a plan. Listen to this.
In Chicago by 81%. Houston, Texas, 45%. Philadelphia, 50%. The impact of this new buying force is so tremendous that actually in 14 major United States markets, a product cannot be number one without Negro support.
All right, so let's take a look at this list. All right, let's take a look at this list. This is where the massive influx in the mid-1950s, we're talking about 60% influx of blacks, 70%, San Francisco, 90%. Let's take a look at this list. You want to blame the white boys for doing it too to the white women? Yes, they were doing it too. But let's just take a look at the list. Let's just look at the list of cities here and tell me what condition they're in by 1990. In 1955, white folks were shopping downtown. We're going downtown. All right. By 1962, them white folks done moved the fuck out of there and went to the suburbs and the rural areas and unincorporated cities and left y'all Negroes down there. Look at these cities and tell me all your famous rappers came from these cities. These are your rappers. They all bragging about being from these cities. Democrat ran. Yeah, the Democrats came in, was like, okay, we'll solve this welfare problem. We'll just keep them on welfare. Pro-blacks always hate staying on topic. Nigga, take this L. Look at these cities and tell me, are these healthy cities right now? 1955, they're healthy. They're downtown, just glistening. There's no gum on the street. Nobody spitting on the sidewalk, right? Everybody just walking all in order. By 1955, a 60% influx of Bamas and people breeding out of control. Then you got welfare. Then you got crack era. Then you got police brutality. Then you got gangster rap. And now you got motherfucking drill rap. Not one of these cities is healthy. New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, DC, Baltimore, Detroit, New Orleans, Memphis, Birmingham, St. Louis, Atlanta, Houston, Cleveland, and Los Angeles. All of them are done, right, within 40 years. And prior to that, y'all was all in the southern areas, in the rural areas, tucked away. All right, look, they just trying to dodge that accountability, bruh. Y'all try to dodge that community. Oh, it was already messed up before we got there. No, they would. Nah. Nah. Don't take, come on, take that L, bruh. Take that L. These are all places you would not move. These are all places you need to get out of there, bruh. Get the fuck out. This is why you have suburbs. This is why you have suburbs. White folks was like, what? We out. Gone. They call that white flight. White flight. White flight. They saw the cities going a certain way and they dipped. They went all up in the hills and gated communities and shit. They was like, nah, this too much. It's too much. It's way too much. This is too much of a coincidence. They saw where shit was going and they was like, yeah. All right, so let's go back. So this guy right here broke it down. The reason why we have this feminist ideology, the reason why we have this strong and independent, it literally was an agenda to prevent black women from sitting up getting pregnant. Brothers, it wasn't black women was like, all right, we gonna do this on our own. It literally was an agenda to keep black women from sitting up getting pregnant by these Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike looking ass niggas. So instead of every black woman having 6 kids, only a few black women have 6 kids. Now they can just have 1 and preferably none. This is why they offer black women a chance to kill their kids at the rapid rate. 50% of all early terminations of pregnancy is by black women. Come kill your baby. They put a Planned Parenthood right here. Oh, you pregnant? Margaret Sanger. Come kill your baby. Here it is. Be strong. He says, why focus on black women? They're not a threat. No, their Pookie spawn is the threat. Their spawn is a threat. Who they produce are a threat. They're producing criminals. If this is new information for you, and you're triggered, you are literally got your head up your ass. This is obvious. I wrote about it in my book, The Evolution. You should not be triggered anymore by this information. This is obvious. It's not the black women they were worried about. It's the niggas they were producing they're worried about. The niggas breaking into cars and stealing change out and hubcaps and shit and change out the goddamn ashtray. That's who they worried about. And then who are these guys going to be? Just like they daddy. Right here. Just like their daddy. All right. You're going to be out here just doing this shit. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all something. See if I can find this clip. I might not be able to find it. It just, y'all would just want to be offended about everything. And I'm trying to put y'all up on game. I'm trying to show you why shit is, but you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. You just want to be bitter and hurt and blame everybody. Well, the white guys are doing it too. Okay, they can take this L. Yep, the Kia boys and the gangs and the Crips and the Bloods and all that shit. I want to make sure these niggas, they worried about them. Let me see if I can find this damn clip. It's a pretty good clip too. See if I can find it. And then y'all want to be Pookie Philia and save these men. All right, no, they ain't have no chance to begin with. Man, I won't be able to find it. Tattoo on the face ninjas. All these guys, man, I'm telling you, man. It's not that long ago that this shit started happening. But of course, to y'all, this is ancient history. But to me, I lived this. I lived this. I saw it. I saw these neighborhoods decay and rot. They're not ready. Who's offended by this information? You literally got your head up your ass if you're offended by this. All right? You really don't know what the fuck happened to your world. So focus on the negative ninjas, but not the positive black men. What positive? Where? Who? Nigga, look at your neighborhood. Yes, you niggas are robbing shit. All right, hold on for a second. Let me see here. Y'all really don't wanna. Let me see. I won't be able to find the clips, but I can find this. I can find this. You see here. Y'all always the victim, huh? Always the victim. Always the victim. It's everybody else's fault but yours. Right? Everybody else's fault but yours. It is said that it is said that 51% of all homicides, and this is a legit stat, are committed by blacks, black men. And guess who's the most likely victim of a homicide? Black men. By who? Black men. Out of all the murders in the United States, 51% of the murderers are black men. So you're talking about who? The good black men? Why focus on the black men? Why focus on the women and make them go to work? Because of that right there. That stat should tell you what the fuck's going on, man. It's bad. These women are producing Pookie spawns. And they letting you do it. 13% of the population, 54% of the homicides. 13% of the population, 50% of the abortions. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. Why they worried about this and why they worried about that? Nah, it's clear, bruh. It's clear. It shouldn't be no damn. There's no argument of why they reacted that way. They're like, hold the fucking phone here. We need to stop these women from having babies. We need to stop that shit. All right? 100%. Because this is not working well. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Yep, there it is right there. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. It's just, so If we send the women to work, they'll be less likely to produce somebody that will do what? Right here. Will do what? Shoot up the goddamn neighborhood. All right, anyway. He says bitter pills, but it's real. But y'all out here lying to yourself. Y'all out here lying to yourself. But what about them? And what about them? What about you? What about the people that are being procreated? What about the niggas rapping about it? I mean, it's just bad. It's just bad scenario all around. So you see why shit be going around. Anyway, the strong and independent promotion, the laws in the family court are literally because of the men and their irresponsibility.
That don't make no sense to me.
Don't you get mad sometimes?
I get mad a lot of times about financially support from Timothy.
What do you say to him?
Yeah. Women in the workforce is eugenics. This guy said it right here. This guy broke it down. He worked in child support. Women in the workplace is literally eugenics. It just prevents her from the likelihood of having 6 kids that are going nowhere. Maybe she'll have 1 or 2. Or they're just reducing it. And by the way, this is what? This is the Facts Over Feelings podcast. This is the Facts Over Feelings live stream on Wednesday. Hey, we don't give a fuck about your feelings. These are the facts. These are the facts, Jack. We only dealing with the facts around here. All right, this one says it's a myth. African Americans, 59% of all homicide offenders in the United States. However, white supremacists use this racist. Wait a minute. In 2019, African Americans accounted for 55% of all homicide offenders in the United States. But they say white supremacists have used racist propaganda to claim that black men commit as a much higher percent of murders. 55%. 55%. It says right here, no, blacks do not commit 50% of murders. Then it says right here, it's racist myth by white supremacists. But in 2019, they accounted for 55.9% of all homicide offenders. I'm sorry. AI. Y'all got it. What is it? They don't commit or they do? AI trying to prevent y'all from getting y'all feelings hurt. We gonna fact check it. They're just like, it ain't true. Man, look at your neighborhood. 13% of the people commit 50% of the violent crimes in here. I mean, yo. All right. They're discussing it right here. The statistics are wrong. Ooh, wait. It's not 50. It's actually 55. Yes. It's not 50. It's actually 55. So it's wrong. That's not true. He says, step outside. Just step outside, dude. Listen to the music. What are we rapping about? What are we talking about? What do we see? King Von type shit. And this has been going on for 40 years, if not more. Have you heard of that? Yeah, it is what it is. All right, anyway, y'all niggas getting your feelings hurt on some obvious facts. Obvious facts. I'm literally trying to give y'all a scenario of why things happen, and you're mad at me. Y'all mad at me. Like, why are you mad at me? I'm telling you why black women focus on their careers. And then now white women focus on their careers. I'm telling you why people have less children. I'm telling you why traditional marriage is gone. And y'all niggas is mad. Why did y'all get y'all feelings hurt all of a sudden? I literally told you why there's an agenda to make black women work and focus on careers. And now you see that. You clearly seen it. It's clearly right in front of your face. And y'all like, well, coach, it's not because of that. And I just showed you an example of a Ray ass nigga. You guys know these guys are pimps and players. You know what's going on in your neighborhood, but you just literally like blinded by the fact. Literally blinded by reality. You can't be this damn blind. You cannot be this damn blind. Are these prime places to move in? Would you move to Baltimore? No. What is the Baltimore education rate right now? In the dumpster. really, you just walk outside and see this is evidence. Nobody wants to live where you live. My God. I literally trying to be on y'all side and y'all attacking me with y'all. All the music that comes out of here, all they just do is claim how much violence and drugs and hoes that they selling in these neighborhoods. And you're over here acting surprised, like, how are y'all side? Surprised. This is literally, this should not even be an argument. Anyway, let me get to these super chats here. All right, how did y'all get triggered on obvious facts? We can't be this type of man. All right, we can't be the type of men to lead. And y'all mad. It's white supremacy. No, it's Pookie. All right, I've been telling y'all it's Pookie. We got Love W says, hey, coach. He says, what's your favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire song? And did you ever see Maurice White out and about in LA? Just curious. Love the show. My favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire song is Fantasy. Not even close. Nothing else comes close to Fantasy. All right, so that is my song. Shout out to you. Rick from H-Town says, thank you for the stream. I'm sick and tired of my fellow blacks always whining about the white man. The main issues are self-inflicted wounds. You chose to get a face tattoo. You chose to stop. You chose to not stop smoking weed. You chose to not cut your dreads. It's boss up. Boss up. Boss up, nigga. I'm not even trying to be anti-black. I literally was trying to prove a point as to why they don't want black women sitting around getting pregnant. That was the point. So they sent them to jobs and careers and left your ass out there in the street to shoot each other. That should be that point is clear. No government name me. Hey, coach, been a couple weeks, he says, but I've been watching, taking care of a few things. I'll be 33 this month. Just want to thank you for helping me get over my single mama, Strag, Bama, ex-girlfriend. I don't know what I was thinking. Bitch had a whole weed plant on her chest. The junior college is fire. Yep, you should know. You should know. All right, it's bad out here when she got a weed plant on her chest. Miles says those career women are so hypocritical. I'm dealing with one right now. She says she wanted the D twice a week, but only has time for one day. They're quick to cancel when they are tired, but will replace you. If you flake or something else, or have something else to do, I call it a cycle of being single. Yep, they cannot. Women that have careers cannot sustain relationships unless the relationship started when she started the career. But they're unsustainable. They're tired, fatigued. They have well intentions to meet you for a night, but the night comes up, they've worked, 12 hours and commuted and had meetings. They're tired. So they don't have time to be seeing you that much. And he says that Curtis Blow Ninja is them boomers that ruin our society. You and the angry man been saying it for years. Them boomers fell hook, line, and sinker for them liberals that secretly wanted to eradicate them. Facts. These are just pure facts. The boomers and the Bamas literally always went to the politicians like, help, 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 help. And the politicians used them because they just didn't want to read. They didn't want to learn how to read. They just said, hey, LBJ going to take care of us. JFK going to take care of us. FDR going to take care of us. All right, they're going to take care of us. Bill Clinton going to take care of us. And did they take care of you? They did not. All right. Neither did the Republicans for that matter. But we knew they weren't. Right. But most of the Republicans were trying to help you behind the scenes, but it looked too much like work. Right? The Republicans would say, we'll open the door for you over here. You just got to come to work. And niggas was like, nah, man, we don't need to be at work. All right. Bill Clinton said he just going to give us a couple $1,000. And we going to take that free money. All right. Hey, despise the free lunch, man. Despise the free lunch. Thank you, Miles, for chiming in on that one. Tonio Ocasio over here. What's up, coach? A YouTuber named, I'm not going to name his name. We're not going to give him any promotion. Shout out to you because he's a hater. Let's see here. And it's a confident trader. He says, coach, I want to run exactly how you run your live stream, but in a completely different niche. Do you go over your setup, prep time, and how you find the videos for your segment in the money mindset? Yes, I do. There's about 2 or 3 live stream prep shows over there on the money mindset. And he says, a girl pulled down my pants and said my D is perfect. Is she lying? Also, why would chicks tell me in my face, first I did this and expected me to believe or cuff her? It makes me sad because they would have easily finessed me. I don't know what your junk looked like, but pause. But I don't believe any woman that says I don't believe any woman that says what I got. All right. Oh, this is the biggest and best dick I ever had. I don't believe it. All right. I never believe that. All right. I don't let my ego lead me there. All right. Not at all. I'll be like, yeah, right, bitch. I don't give a fuck. All right. Just take what I got. Profitable Pat says, been watching since 2019. Haven't donated in a while. Just wanted to show love since you called ninjas out for not supporting. Been working on myself and changing my future. Hit me with the career lady. Shout out to you. You've been focusing.
So I could focus on my career.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to you. Get that career going. All right. I had a woman once tell me, oh, you have the perfect size. I love your size. It's just perfect. This same woman told me she fucked a dude that had a dick like this. So what am I supposed to do with this information? Is this an insult? Are you just trying to make me feel good about what I'm doing? I mean, we had great intimacy, but she did like this. She said one dude came over, hung like a horse, and she did like this. She grabbed her arm, but she said, I got the perfect size type shit. I mean, what? Like, what the hell? I'm just like,
your third leg was just phenomenal.
Whatever. All right, women have seen bigger and better dicks than you got. Pause. All right, I'm just letting you know.
Chill.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
All right, so, but then she was like, but I really didn't like it. He didn't know how to use it. You still slobbered on it, and he still nutted. So, and you still went oochie ouchie and winced and all of that. And he still stuck it in you, and you still wanted him to stick it in you. So what the fuck? Why are we talking about this? And why are you telling me about it? I don't want to know about this shit. All right. Yeah, the Confidence Trader says, as a Gen Z, how can I change the fact my future girl already sucked some Dilsnick in the past? Because I know what I did to girls when this is too much graphic there. All right. I can't imagine being on the other side. I can't say all that. It's a family show. But I'm going to tell you, man, I don't really think about what women do to other men. When you're young, you think about that. But yeah, when you're older, you just be like, all these women been ran through. All these women sucked something and got their tonsils buttered. So you're not dealing with anybody that ain't been touched up. All right. And pissed on. Right? Women have been touched up, pissed on, nutted on their face, all of them. Cream pied, ran trains, had to come in the nigga tag team, tagged themselves in. They all been that. So I'm like, whatever. If she older than 26, I'm like, she done been all of that. Stretched out, DP'd, all of that, dookied on. I'm like, they have the propensity to have done all of that shit. So I'm like, I don't want to think about it. Right? So, and he says right here, why do I always get the boyfriend vibes? They call me sexy, I love you, but at the same time, they F other people. How can you claim to love but still have a rotation? Why are girls like this? Girls are not innocent. They're not innocent. Yes, they have rotations, and they always will. So, yes. And they'll tell you that they love you. Shout out to Engineer Excellence says, way too many women trying to finesse life by effing off their 30s, then come in and hand me the keys. It sums up the dating life at 35 plus. Chicks were not looking for me in my 20s. Now I'm top 10 earner. They circling back. It's a raw deal and not fair. Thanks for validating how I feel. 100%. All right. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot. Hoes all on me. And that's a sponsorship. Shout out to you. Yes. It's not men will see that as not a fair deal. Like, why would I pick up this slack? And you know she's using you. Miles says tonight's live is fire. Them ninjas in the chat get mad at this. Truth is proof. Men do not want traditional women. A high quality traditional woman isn't sleeping with you without a ring. These ninjas like 304s. That's why nothing will change in society. Facts. And they love it. Okay. As much as we blame the women, men, we have a hand in this as well. This is why when I challenge people about game and running this shit and players and pimps, it reflects back at the men, and the men don't want to take that accountability. We ain't messing it up. It's the tricks. All right. And then you have niggertree. All right. The rest of the whole world. All right. Kevin Sullivan, what's up, coach and the coach gang? I know a married couple that sees each other almost every day. They work together, drive to work, and home together. It's a scary sight to see as a single man. Yeah, that could be very challenging. All right. It's not ideal, but yeah. The director says definitely the poster boy for game ninjas. Right? No government name BH. Shout out to you. The poster child for game ninjas. I've been telling y'all a long time. PUAs, Max, games, and game ninjas. And I get it for free ninjas and pimps. All right? I got the pimp. I got the swag. I got the ism. Those ninjas have fucked shit up for you. Big time. Okay? Those are the ninjas that got what? Police records, criminal records. They running from the laws, all that. They messed everything up for you. It wasn't the tricks and that shit like that. It wasn't the lames. KP says, coach, I always try to like the videos. I'm so focused on watching that until you tell us to like, I forget. Can you add a like animation on the stream? Hate to see you have to beg and plead for your sympathy. The Guru Adams, thank you from your wonderful Gen Z, no government name, K Pizzle. And H Everyday says the other dynamic of that strategy of white flight is that white on white fear. They force white families out of those communities and property values drop because blacks moved in. So they lifted homes, taking a loss to flee to the suburbs, and your government gave them welfare and handouts. He says, but you're right, coach, these YNs got to be stopped. And these white Sambos and coon boys crack that drink and eating jelly sandwiches on assistant. Yeah, I mean, the story I'm telling you about white flight and black people moving and migrating from the South to the North and the Midwest and the West Coast, there's more to that story. Meaning you got to get into why things were redlined and blacks were kept out of property, especially in the suburbs. There's still laws right now where it is illegal on paper, according to people's real estate paper right now, even in California. It still says no blacks in these neighborhoods. Do not sell the blacks. All right. So yes, but then you got to know why. You got to have a reason why. It wasn't just because they were black. You have to know why. It is still to the point in real estate right now that a real estate agent can't say that your property value will drop if too many blacks move in your neighborhood. But it's true. But a real estate agent will be held liable by the Housing and Urban Development, which is HUD. You can get motherfucking fired and sued for saying that. Unfortunately, it's still true. If you have a neighborhood right now and 6 black families moved in, them property values about to plummet right to the fucking ground. It's not because they're black. And especially if they have teenagers. If they move in and it's 6 families, they all got teenagers, you're going to see people move quick. They're going to move out. They're leaving. They're leaving. They're going to leave that shit. They're going to sell the property right away. Right? Pro man, come on, coach. We was kangs and quangs, but can't fix up West Baltimore. The mirror hurts sometimes. 100%. All right. All that we was kangs and the first Egyptians and all of that shit. But then when it comes to fixing shit now, can't do it. Yeah. The equal opportunity in them. You would literally get sued for that, but it would be true. All right. And H Everyday says, I know it's true, but it's when you talk about black women, they're not viewing the whole picture. You did talk about all women. And dude, I literally spent the first part of the show, and I'm actually at the point where I'm supposed to be ending this show. But the sensitivity of the black male is absolutely astounding to me, because I spent the better part of the first half of this show talking about muskrats, you know who-ish froze. I mean, it is phenomenal. I don't hear you know who-ish people coming in here. I talked about this woman. I talked about this soggy white woman right here, the doctor. All right, I talked about this woman right here. Said she was a plain Jane, Miss Mayonnaise. I talked about this pog right here. I literally had 4 straight shows or clips, 4 straight clips to start the show. I started the show with this woman, this woman, this woman, and this woman. And you feminine ass black men, you're the worst of humankind. How do you go from sensitive about talking about black women when I kicked off the show? It is phenomenal. You always talking about blacks and you always talking about black people. A whole hour. One after the next. This is why when y'all say I go in on black folks, I just be like, what show are you watching? And you laughed and sniggled. Y'all was having fun, laughing. I talked about she need to go back to the Caucasus Mountain. A whole hour. I talked about niggas for 10 minutes. And you're like, you're always ranting on us. What? I had to go like, what show are you watching? But you laughed at it. It was funny. And I gave you all the jokes and the punchline. And now that I started hitting y'all with facts about y'all then say I'm ranting on y'all and I'm lying and I'm attacking black women. Like how? How do you come up with that? How do you draw that line? I know I'm just wasting my breath. How did you come up with that? How did you not see this? I went here, Pog. I talked about her. For a good 10 minutes. I talked about this woman for 5-7 minutes. I talked about Kamala Harris. I said her hair is flat. I talked about the itty bitty soggy tip. Come on, man. We got to do better. We got to do better. Y'all got to do better, man. Y'all pathetic. The men that are super hypersensitive, you are pathetic. Pathetic. You guys aren't even fair. Right? Ain't even fair. All of a sudden, y'all turn into victims and get hypersensitive and shit like this. Guys are pathetic, bruh. Guys are piece of shit human beings. Piece of shit human beings. How you get offended? I need to sound the alarm. You men are pathetic human beings for men. You are poor excuses for men. Absolute poor excuses for men. What about when the white people do? Poor excuses for men. Just shitty human beings, bruh. Saying I'm always ranting on the black community when I just spent half the show. I didn't hear no Jewish women. I didn't hear no white women complaining. I didn't hear no white men complaining. I didn't hear them complaining. Goodness. But here you go. Why does so much focus on the black woman? Oh my God. These men are the shittiest human beings here, and that's why you get what you get out of life. Nobody gives a fuck about your victim mentality and your sensitivity. You guys are shitty men. For real, bruh. Shitty men. You didn't complain an hour ago. Now you're complaining. And feeling attacked. Horrible. And the guy said that. He's a supporter. He literally said, I'm always ranting on the black community. When? Like, dude, I literally was an hour ago. Y'all was just having fun. Having a party. Get them, coach. Talk about the muskrats. As soon as I talk 10 minutes about this shit, well, the statistics ain't. He said, dude just asked the question. No, he didn't. He didn't ask no question. That was a condescending question. That wasn't a legit question. That was a condescending question. That question was a victimhood question. That wasn't a question to be like, well, can you clear up and sum up why you have this and maybe educate me a little bit more? I'm without knowledge. That's a question. Not why so much focus on black women. That's not a question. That's a nigga question. Right? These Mitches ain't shit out here, bro. I swear to God. Y'all done fucked up the show. I'm going to tell you that. You know why? Because I gotta go. I gotta hit the showers. All right, but other shit got to get taken care of. Other shit got to take care of. All right, but you guys ain't never going to improve your situation acting like this. Noah says the cause for the broken family in America started in the 70s during the Vietnam War and the oil embargo. They printed billions and caused hyperinflation, so they went on a campaign to get women to work and sedated the population with coca and other drugs. Yeah, we know all this. We know this. Okay, but that was not the cause. There's many, many causes. And one of them was black migration. All right, one of them was the welfare. One of them was the taxation of dual income. One of them was the agenda to get the minds of the public school. All right, that's one reason. All right, but I thank you for that one right there. That's a major reason. What another reason was the 65 Civil Rights Acts. There's many, many reasons as to why the destruction of the family was promoted in America. Okay. Many, many, many reasons. Many, many, many reasons. All right. It didn't just happen overnight. It took years and years to get to this point. And then DEI is just another one of those things. DEI is one of those other destructive things that people thought was going to help, and it hurt. All right. Anyway. De Niro Tranquillo, I am from West Baltimore. My childhood home is literally in multiple episodes of The Wire. And he says, I am now well-to-do man. I have the disciplinarian as a father. I used to be a pro-black, but much of our issues are our own doing. Get the money, and then we could talk about racism. Okay? We could talk about it. So get to the money first. And it's always not the money. It's always everything but the money. But, of course, you know, I could talk about this till I'm blue in the face. And the Vivica Fox thing is really not a big story here. I thought the better story was this story. And it consumed up a little bit more of my time than I would like to have because people got sensitive about the truth here. But, you know, it really is self-inflicted wounds with a lot of history of disenfranchisement. But you cannot say that it wasn't partially your fault when you have the scenarios presented how we're presenting it. Curtis Blow. Okay, you cannot say the system was against you. And,
I always said, ain't that hard to get a job.
And you have this guys right here. We still have these guys, by the way. We still have, by the way, what are the most popular shows that you guys watch? The Wire, Power, what's the other one? Empire, Boys in the Hood. Y'all all watching the same bullshit. And, you know, Italians watch mob movies and shit, but they didn't stop killing each other. But you guys are watching these type of things. You guys are promoting the rappers that sell it. The agenda's promoting them. You call these men the real ones, and then now you wonder why. Oh, okay. Whose fault is that? Pop the balloon, degradation of your own people. I don't get up here and just degrade my own people without degrading other people. Y'all literally still promoting pimping. Y'all, it's 2025 and y'all still promoting pimping. Like, this is the sad. Who else is promoting pimping right now? It's 2025. You guys look up the pimps in 2025. Oh, I'm going to look up to this pimp. He knows about women. A pimp. And it's somehow not your fault. And I'm trying to wake y'all up and tell you pimps are trash human beings. Oh, man, you don't know about the real P. That's why y'all got the problems y'all have. Y'all promoting fucking pimps in 2025. You guys are sick. You guys are fucking sick human beings. That's why I don't live by you motherfuckers. Like, how the fuck y'all still promoting macking and pimping in 2025 and swag? You guys, that's exactly why y'all getting what y'all get. You niggas ain't shit. Yeah, you follow Andrew Tate, and he's a fucking pimp. Like, dude, I don't get it. How can you men want help and Andrew Tate is your fucking hero? Andrew Tate, a pimp, a self-professed pimp. He literally pimped. His money came from pimping. You guys are fucking lame, man. Fuck y'all niggas, man. Hey, shout out to the Coach Gang. I'm out.